Hey guys, welcome back. It's Maverick here today with another episode of Love of the Kill, Koroshi I. Last episode, just as we were about to reveal some more stuff in regards to Chateau's past and whatnot, and in a sense also Ryangha's past, of course, we could all see it coming. It was inevitable. Something happens to delay the reveal, and in fact, it might even be a permanent delay question mark, because at the end of last episode, well, the boss looked quite dead, right? He had literally had a knife sticking out of his throat and whatnot. I was certainly very surprised that they took this route for this character. It didn't really seem like an anime, or it didn't really seem like a work that would kill off some, I guess, pretty important characters this way, especially since in the last episode we just see him and his wife being all lovey-dovey and whatnot. But then again, some of you guys are not convinced that he is actually dead. And if so, well, I could see it happening, but I would also be like I would also be really curious how they are going to pull that off, because he did look quite dead there. So without further ado, though, let's just get right into the episode. All right, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Well, actually, since he's still narrating this, oh well, Yeah, we spent the entirety of last episode being all lovey-dovey between these two, and then between the boss and his wife and whatnot. And then suddenly at the end there, he was just killed off. That certainly came out of nowhere. Look, the dramatic music doesn't really work for these scenes. Mr. Music Director, Mr. Director. I guess it works here. I do think they are kind of overusing this piano music, though. I think I've heard it like literally every episode up to this point now. I mean, honestly, if he isn't dead, that is one shitty assassin. But, well, let's see. Unless it was like on purpose or something, like he purposely left him almost dead or whatnot. And if so, well then I guess that would be very impressive instead. Eh, but still, that would definitely be very question mark worthy of them. Like honestly, if the boss lives, I would never like. That is just pure bait. All right, we would probably never be able to trust the anime again when they show a dead body. Like unless somebody's supposedly dead, right? Until the person is actually dead. Well, anyways, like I still don't know right now, so let's talk more about that after we see the outcome for the boss. And back. Bullet. Wait, he's not dead? Okay, shitty assassin. So I guess that means the boss isn't going to be dead. Oh, hey, it's the opening. How the hell does one? I'm just like really. Okay, so I guess that answers the question. Hey, the dude that said he's not dead yet, right? Um, like my longtime subscriber, Johans, I believe, or Johans. You're right, dude. You were right. OMG. How the hell do you still live through that? Okay, I'm glad that they actually addressed that. Because I was also wondering, like, how they were just firing. He was just, firing his pistol. Just around here. Oh, that's pretty fast. No. Hmm, that's interesting. I wonder what that dude told her. Is, is he trying to get them to fight each other? Yeah, what could he say to him? Her?
お時間もらえます？あ、そうだ。あれ確かここに、あった。ああ、大丈夫ですよ。これ飛んだり跳ねたりしませんから。再生再生っと。もしもーし、お届け物でーす。録音なんの？このブーブー鳴いてるの犬なんだ。変だな。あらら、すみません。ほら、ブリアン。あんなダンクワースさんのお宅でよろしいですか？
Oh, okay. Hostage situation?
シャトー・ダンクワースさん、娘さんですか？ええ、私、足が悪いものだから、娘がいろいろ送ってくれるの。親孝行な娘さんね。今のやつ聞いてもらってからだと、交渉しやすいって言われてるんですけど。
Okay. I certainly wasn't expecting that. So it seems they are really keen on doing something for Chateau, right?
売ってくれませんか？あの人。っていうか、もともとはそういうお仕事してるんでしょ？お願いできますよね？ソン・リャンハさんを僕に売ってください。それで、生死問わず、引き渡し方法はちゃんと確認した？何のつもりですか？まあまあ、落ち着きなって。それに君がどうあっても、僕は君の味方だ。で、何を言われた？
No, he didn't. She didn't actually say anything yet.
私は次の寄港地バロセロ息のある状態でとできませんというよりも私の手には追いかねます。無理です。他を当たってはいただけませんか？はあ？ダメですよ。なんとかしてください。こっちもあなたと標的リャンハの交流関係を把握した上で話してるんです。手間も人手もかけてます。合図一つで母親を殺せる。
So really, so
そん
they.
なことしてくれませんか？
So it's still not actually for
お
Chateau.
父さんのためにもう一回誰かの首でも刺しちゃいましょうか？
It's actually for It is all just to get to Ryangha? That's
こんな事態になることは容易に想像がついたはずでした。なのに私はあなたを拒絶しきれなかった。
I kind of feel that kind of goes with the territory of being a bounty hunter, though. Like, not just somehow. Like, consider her profession right now, right?
親もふるさとも思い出も自分のことがなぜか
Like, if this is the line of profession that you choose, you're bound to upset someone sooner or later, right?
なのに得体の知れないはずのあなたのことは吐き気がするほど頭の中にこびりついている。珍しく饒舌だね。少し冷静になった方がいい。自分でも何口走ってんのか分かってないでしょう。冷たいものでも飲む？まずは頭 なんとかする。あなたがなんとかしてくれるのは一体どこまでですか？
Anything and everything. Something like that, anyways. Why?
信じます。あなたには二度も際どい場面で助けられてますから。でもあなたにだってできることの限界がある。こんな一方的でむちゃくちゃ。
You are talking about a guy who took down an entire top 5 organized crime family or organization or whatever you want to call it. So, you know, this dude is basically the John Wick of this world, alright?
少し期待したんです。私がしくじってあなたに殺されたのであれば脅しも無効でしょうから。
That's like the shittiest decision ever.
いけませんね。他力本願は。
How can you be so sure that they won't just kill your family out of spite? That is like the stupidest decision ever, Chateau. Like, come on. Come on. Mm-hmm.
今の何のつもり？
No, I agree with him. That was like the stupidest decision ever.
どうすればこれ以上周りを巻き込まずに済むんですか？私のせいで母や身内を脅しの材料にされる。仮にあなたと
So why did you choose this profession in the first place?
また同じことが起こるはず。
I mean,
私さえいなければ。
I mean, I suppose I should feel sympathetic for her, but
それは困る。僕が困る。どうしてあなたが？僕には僕の都合があるってこと。ほら、苦しいでしょ。死にたくないって顔してるよ。動脈まずい。意識が
knocking her unconscious? Or just giving her a taste of being close to death?
先ほど ICU に。
Yeah, if they're if they're taking such long, you know, using if they're focusing so much on the dude, he's probably gonna live. And
そちらの様子は？
eh.
船は今頃大騒ぎよね。
and props to the lady though. She's holding herself quite together.
船員の話を聞いたんですがね、社長は発作を起こして救急搬送されたってことになってて、何事もなかったように航海を継続するつもりらしいです。きな臭くなってきましたよ、この船。
What, are you trying to be like an L wannabe? Yeah, he's knocking her out. I feel like we ended quite early here, though. There's probably a little bit more after this as well. Alright, I'll see you guys after this. There's indeed a little bit more after the ending. Let's watch this together in 3, 2, 1, play. Transfer student. Huh? This is something, huh? Oh, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, this is the guy that took him in, right? And also gave him the name of Ryangha. Donnie, eh? So is he now going to set him on the path of becoming an assassin? Something of that sort? Okay. Well, see you guys after this. Oh, that is a weird preview. Oh, I guess all right. See you guys after this. All right, so episode 7 here, and yeah, I guess that answers that question, right? The boss is not dead, and he will probably make a full recovery. Otherwise, they wouldn't be spending so much time and so many of the scenes on him, showing what he's up to, showing him being wheeled off for hospital care. They wouldn't do all that if only for the boss to end up dying, right? So I guess that kind of answers the question about like what kind of anime or what kind of work this is. It's not going to be one of those that hits us with death out of nowhere. You know, granted, in the last episode I was talking about how it didn't really feel like this was that kind of anime. It wasn't really like that kind of work, right? But then again, you know, as I mentioned, it's just such a big bait to show that kind of a scene, you know, to show that imagery of the knife literally sticking in his throat, and then somehow saying that he survived the ordeal and is not dead. Like, come on, guys, come on, and that is such a bait, right? And once again, like, you got a question. So how, like, what kind of assassin are they that they can't even finish off a target, right? Although I guess you could also make the argument that maybe that was done deliberately, like purposefully, so that you know, they purposely left him, you know, within an inch of their life, or in this case maybe within a centimeter of their life, something of that sort. But I don't know, that doesn't really makes much sense to me. It doesn't really seem that these gang members or mafia members or those of the underground or whatnot really have much interest in keeping people alive or being a nice guy about it, right? So I'm just really not sure about all of this. But in any case, all we know is that at this point, the guy is most probably going to live. Um, I guess something more worthy of discussing in this particular episode would be Chateau's reaction to everything, right? And granted, I get it, right? She's had a bad childhood. We should feel sympathetic to her. But then again, like not even I'm not even talking about her decision to associate with Song Ryangha, even though knowing that Song Ryangha is like a very wanted criminal and who has a lot of big shots looking for him, right? Big shots in the underworld and in the normal world as well, right? So both the good guys and the bad guys are looking for him. But even beyond that, though, like, come on, Chateau, you are literally a bounty hunter. You're working in a profession that puts your life on the line and most probably your loved ones as well, right? You chose this profession, so suddenly being like, okay, why I feel like such a I feel like such a failure or whatnot, and I'm endangering those around me. Like your boss is literally the head of a bounty hunting firm, right? So I think it goes without saying that kind of comes with the territory, right? But then again, I guess to play the devil's advocate here, maybe Chateau was kind of forced into this, or no, I don't think I don't think she was forced into this, but maybe she just came here because she wanted to find out about her past or something of that sort, right? But if really it was only okay, because I have a relative or I have an acquaintance that happens to be happens to open a bounty hunter firm, so that's what I'm going to do, then girl, you really have not thought this through, right? So I mean, I do get it's kind of harsh to berate her when she literally had her boss and her mother, her boss almost killed and her mother taken hostage, or something similar to that. But still, though, you would think that you would think this through before you join such a dangerous profession, and also before you actually take on somebody like Song Ryangha, right? Though I guess in fairness, she didn't really choose to take on Song Ryangha. Song Ryangha chose to take on her, right? And we do see the extent here, right? So I mean, Song Ryangha certainly has already expressed an unhealthy amount of obsession over Chateau here, but I guess this episode further confirms that he's really willing to do anything for her and whatnot. Though why, that is definitely still a big question mark, right? And I was surprised that Chateau did not, during her scene of hysteria and whatnot, did not actually go, why are you doing this to me? Why do you care for me, or something of that sort, right? Trying to in that moment of weakness and in that moment of despair, really questioning Song Ryangha's motives once again, right? Instead, she chose like literally the worst option, like suicide. Like seriously, like what guarantee do you have that once you convince suicide, your mom will be safe, right? Like what if they're actually those that hold a grudge and they're like, you're useless, so since we already have her, we might as well just off her mother as well for failing to do the job, or something of that sort, right? It's not like you can really reason with them. It's not like you're being held to a contract or anything. So I don't know. I just felt like that out of all the things that she could have done, that was also like literally the stupidest thing, right? trying to put a gun to herself. But yeah, I mean, I don't really want to bash her too much. Like, once again, she, maybe she has her reasons. Maybe you're supposed to feel sympathetic towards her or whatnot. It's just that, I don't know. Yeah. And anyways, so I think Song Ryangha did the right decision here in basically knocking her out, and deciding to handle things himself, right? So we saw a little bit about of the preview in this episode at the ending as well. So it seems that Song Ryangha is going to go to Rendezvous Point and turn himself in and whatnot, and then we go on from there, right? Chateau maybe is going to mount a rescue or something of that sort, try to find him. We'll see about that, right? we do see a little bit more about Song Ha's past when he was growing up. And by the way, the guy who's voicing Song Ha when he was a young boy or a young adult, I guess you could say, is actually the singer for the opening here. So I'm guessing maybe he's also a seiyuu. I thought he was actually a full-on artist, but hey, maybe it's just a cameo appearance or whatnot. I am curious about like this Donnie dude, right? You definitely feel like he's also someone connected with the underworld and whatnot, and you have to wonder if that's the guy who is sending them to do all that. Um, I mean, he has to be, right, because he's the one who sent the Jinan dude for Song Ryangha. So yeah, I think it's the same person, right? The guy in the book study, right? With the L wannabe sitting standing there or squatting there on his desk as well. That's the same. That's Donnie, right? Unless I'm mistaken. Hey, same hairstyle and everything. I think it's the same person. So I think my initial suspicions were true, that he's basically this dude who cultivates assassins, right? So it's the same with Jinan and again the L wannabe. What I think his name is Mifa, right? Yeah, Mifa. So those could be considered someone who has kohai or something of that sort. And I'm sure that we'll learn more about him probably once in the next episode. I'm presuming that Jinan is actually going to bring someone in and to see Donnie once again, right? So presumably, someone have rebelled against Donnie in some way or shape, and is out trying to find out about his past or something of that sort. That's what I'm guessing at this point, right? I could be entirely wrong, right? The anime, the manga could go an entirely different direction, but that's what I have right now. So let me know what you guys think, right? And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this episode. And thank you guys. I will see you guys next time. Stay tuned. Bye bye.